Part 3, Lessons from History. I love this part. I love history. I'm kind of a nerd about that. It's July. It's 1518. We're in Strasbourg, Alsace. A woman named Mrs. Trophia begins dancing night and day for no apparent reason. Eventually joined by about 400 people, quite the party, men, women, and children, they danced for a month, with some of them collapsing and dying of heart attacks or exhaustion. This was a dance mania, also known as dancing plague, choreomania, St. John's dance, St. Vitus's dance. I don't know what all these saints had to do with it. During the Middle Ages, these events, scientifically referred to as mass psychogenic hysteria, were social phenomena that occurred primarily in mainland Europe between the 14th and the 17th centuries. It probably didn't help that musicians usually accompanied the dancers, drummers, fifers, supposedly to help ward off the mania, but likely encouraging more to join in. Fairy tales such as the Pied Piper of Hamelin and the Red Shoes have their roots in these events. There was no effective cure, and the manias were not isolated. No explanation has fully answered the question, why? They were well documented in contemporary reports by observers, and similar events had happened before in ancient Greece. Maenads, groups of women on a Greek girls' night out gone weird. They romped off into the mountains where they were reported by men to terrorize entire animal populations and confused men on cold winter nights. It is speculated that all of these events offered relief from a collective social angst, i.e. Black Plague tensions, male-dominated Greek society, that stuff. We speak of dance mania like we speak of illness, using words like contagious, epidemic, and infectious. In fact, they were infectious, like a yawn on steroids. We still have such infectious, spontaneous public movement experiences, albeit generally less extreme at this point. How many of you have participated in a wave at a sports event? Rudolf Laban, the 20th century Austro-Hungarian who developed Laban notation, which is a notation system for all movement, noted the infectious impact of these kinds of experiences when he spoke of movement choirs in the 1920s. He said, "We soon got the impression, which was reinforced by our occasional audiences, that we should show our compositions to the public, for nearly everyone who watched us was stimulated to join in." Flash mobs. We have a primal impulse to join in the dance. Being bonded with the group is a prerequisite for survival. To not bond is a death sentence. It was, it still is.